Is this thing on? Hi, I'm Michael Snyder. You might remember me from such short films as Fear Grip and Anti-Sanctus Chaotica. We're going to have a documentary based on filmmaking. We're going to have low-tier filmmakers such as myself and other students. We're going to have medium filmmakers, and we're going to have higher-end filmmakers such as Mogul Mind Studios based out of Pittsburgh.
Oh, well, I always loved films as like a kid.
All right, let's take two.
Take two.
So you're going to look at me?
I'm going to look at you.
Here. Okay, right. Not the camera, but to me.
Okay. Why filmmaking? Because I always loved films as a kid growing up. You know, that's one of my like passions in life, you know, to watch movies. And someday I hope to create movies.
I've never really pictured doing anything else. I've never really enjoyed doing anything else. And even when I was little, I was always making my siblings be the voice actors in my animated films on the computer and things. I've never really thought about doing anything else.
I see myself in 10 years at like a production studio, like filming behind the scenes, and then maybe like down the road more, like actually get into the like bigger producer type things, actually creating stories and stuff like that, and filming a movie with my ideas. That'd be nice.
In 10 years, actually I'd like to be working as a camera person at a TV station. Ideally, I'd like to be working in Hollywood making big motion pictures, but I don't think that's realistic, so I'd like to see myself at a television station being a photographer or something.
I am going to 3Cs right now. I'm getting my multimedia degree, and then from there, I'm not certain, but I'm going to go on to another 4-year college. Well,
I'm here at 3Cs. I'm working towards getting my degree in video production. I have a broadcast journalism degree, which I believe will help me, and I'm working on my reel.
Basically, all we do now are videos for clients and television programs. What I mean by that is, whenever I'm doing a video for a client, there may be an industrial client out there that requests a video on how to make something, how they make tin cans, let's say. And I will go out there and videotape how they make tin cans and put it together in a format for them that will be either on DVD, on some kind of a videotape, whatever they need. That's what I do with it. Now, television programs, on the other hand, I contract out. I'm actually a field stringer for World Television News, and I cover Western Pennsylvania for them. I also do programs for CNN. I do programs for a History Channel. I've done a lot of work for WQED and PBS, and basically any company that needs some kind of a video production from this area. You have to be willing to put in the time and willing to do the work. There are too many people out there that aren't willing to do that. They're not willing to go that extra mile to get the production done, or they're not willing to do the extra work it takes to make something that looks good look even better. And that's the biggest problem I have with most people. The other problem I have with most people is they don't take care of my equipment, and whenever I see someone abusing my equipment, I abuse them. Go ahead, I dare you to put that on.
Mogul Mind is an entertainment media corporation. I like to think of it as any visual media that you would see, whether it would be the moving picture in the form of television programming, films for theatrical or direct-to-DVD release, or visual media associated with those films, or with advertising or marketing at various levels. I would say the first thing that someone should do is find out if there's a local community of filmmakers, whether they work through their own training at the university or college level, or if there's a local filmmakers association or training separated from a local university or college. As well, seeking out people who are also interested in filmmaking and learning from them. I believe the best way to break into the business is to learn all you can through reading, studying the industry, and then through doing, hands-on yourself. Purchase a small digital camera, some basic editing software, and work with some friends to learn the basics and start to understand various aspects of what filmmaking requires. I could tell you that we have multiple projects of our own that are in various stages of pre-production, and we have several projects already lined up for next year. What I can tell you about the Unstoppable project is that we're very excited and proud to have the opportunity to let 20th Century Fox bring this production to the state of Pennsylvania. It's the largest film that's ever been done as far as budget goes in the state of Pennsylvania. Anything else related to the project you could easily find out on the internet. I will say that the film is directed by Tony Scott and stars Denzel Washington, Rosario Dawson, and Chris Pine, who we've all just recently come to know as the new Captain Kirk in J.J. Abrams' rendition of Star Trek. In the next 10 years, I would say there will be multiple studio locations specific to the geographic areas that they're in. I wouldn't expect that we'd be fortunate enough to find areas such as the one located in Pittsburgh that's now the main studio and corporate headquarters, but I do believe other locations that have tremendous value to the industry and to us as a company will be able to be found. And I think that in 10 years, Mogul Mind will be positioned in a way similar to the Fox Corporation, with the exception that the film and television that will be developed and produced in the company will have a much greater range. I feel that one of the great benefits of Mogul Mind as a company overall is that we are willing to work with productions that may not be able to find the kind of funding or backing that would allow mainstream distribution.
So I'm going to show you some clips from previous projects that I've done. I have my can of mixed nuts, and we'll go ahead and get started watching it. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and move on to something else.
Great.
This is going to be a BS answer. What's the first word that came to your head?
Okay, first one.
Don't think about it. First word.
Orange.
Michael.
Orange.
Michael. Brutal.
Energetically efficient. That's more than one word. Energetic. If I can use another word, willing. Willing. You are willing to learn. Pain in the ass. How about that one?
Thoughtful.
Perfect.
That was the first word that came to my mind. You seem like someone that's always thinking and considering. When I talked with you about the opportunity that was available here, I knew that you were interested in coming in on the entry level with further possibility of joining the production team later on. And I decided that if you had the kind of desire that would allow you to do a job that was completely unrelated to production and do that job with excellence, that you would be an asset to the team overall as the company continues to grow and develop.
Okay, well, thanks for viewing my documentary. I hope that you actually learned something from it and perhaps gained some of my excellent wisdom out of the whole entire thing. Thanks again.